Greetings, my excellent friends. Welcome back to Let's Play Trails in the Sky first chapter. New game plus story-focused run with me, Gavarok, and my apparently I'm not supposed to hype you up too much fantastic co-host MJ.
Dang it! I thought if I cut you off before you got there, I could get away with it, but no, you still got me.
Sure, yeah, that's how it works. I am easily stoppable. That's what you've taken away in your knowing of me. Yep. Sure.
No.
Okay, who's this out here? Radmira for a backwoods town. Okay, so you must be from out of town then. The stores carry a nice selection of goods. Liberal. Oh, you're not from Liberal. The Liberal Kingdom definitely has a different feel with all these orbments everywhere. That's true. Liberal is more mentally advanced than the neighboring nations right now. You better get in the mood to do business starting tomorrow, or you're going to face some serious financial repercussions. So she is visiting.
They're rich with resources.
Radmira. Okay, nobody else is out around here. Actually, I've got a list. There are four NPCs outside right now. There's one behind here.
So, like, there's going
Child.
to be some conflict over these orbments.
Sure is a lot of junk around here. I wonder if there's anything interesting. If I remember right, Radmira and Charles, I think that's mother and son. And I think they're from another place and they've come visiting.
Okay.
There's a lot of really, like, smart kids in the, like, it just did. And I don't say that in front of Claire for any specific reason, but, like, there's a lot of kids that are, like, just super, like, intellectual in how their dialogue reads to me. And I think Charles is one of them, but anyway. Shall we talk to your favorite NPC?
Yeah, let's talk to Claire. I've heard that you two have had some major success recently, Estelle and Joshua. I knew I was right to keep my eye on you two. Keep up the good work. I'm a fan of the both of you. Oh, thank God. Oh, that could have been so much worse.
It could have been, and it will be again. But it isn't right now. Should we talk to your actual favorite NPC?
Kitty! Oh, she's snoozing. Oh, the kitty is sleeping while walking in place.
Yeah, a lot of people. It's a thing with this game where, like, NPCs that are, like, behind shop counters and such will just walk in place and go nowhere. It's very weird. Anyway. I
mean, it would probably be more money to animate them doing something different, so, you know.
Yeah, but, like, they clearly have stand-still animations, so I don't know why they can't use that. But, like, him, look at him. He's going nowhere. Alright. It's already that time again. I put in a good day's work today. Guess it's about time I closed up shop. Estelle, Joshua, I'm looking forward to hearing other great things about you, from you. I can speak English.
English isn't real.
Who's constantly going after Estelle for not being girly enough?
This lady. Oh, this lady.
Stella!
Well, I'd better get dinner ready. Estelle, Joshua, would you like to join us for dinner? I'll whip you up something delicious. Today's not a good day. Are you trying to say that my cooking isn't good anymore? Huh? You used to tell me how delicious my cooking was when you were a little girl, but now... It's not like that at all!
I'm really sorry if we've upset you in any way, but our dad's waiting at home for us.
I see. I'm sure your father wants you home for dinner. Poor Cassius would be all alone in that house by himself. If you'd like, you can come over anytime. You'll need energy to function, so you'll need to get some nutrition from somewhere. Shara is also welcome anytime.
We're not Shara's keeper.
We're not. Also, this lady is just a roller coaster of emotions. Like, you're getting mad at us one moment, you're getting upset that we're not coming over for dinner another.
She's fine. Rhinon is congratulating us. I'm about to close up shop. Could you... Yeah, you're kind of visiting me at closing hours here, guys. I mean, well done and all on the bracer stuff, but I've been manning this counter for 8 hours, and by go home I mean upstairs. But still,
customer service jobs are hard.
Yeah. Oh, here she goes. She's starting.
Oh no. Oh no.
I sure wish a woman who could cook would appear in Ryland's life.
That's gonna go
Oh no.
fine. That's definitely not the beginning of an arc.
Oh no.
Anyway, how are the Orbment boys? Mastering Orbal Arts will probably be
boys.
essential. Bracers stop by the shop.
The Orbeez.
You kids quit loitering around here and get yourselves home. Fair, okay. You kids get off my shop. These
What
two are
shop?
probably worth
What
talking
kids?
to, because, like...
What lawn?
What lawn? I can't do it. I don't think anybody can be Ren.
We're not Ren.
No.
We're not Ren.
Uni, how are you going?
Estelle and Joshua! Thanks for rescuing Luke and Pat. Miss Holden was talking lots about you guys and saying that you did a great job. Thanks, Uni.
Of all things, I heard that Pat and Luke took off to the tower north of here. I also heard that you rescued them as they were being attacked by monsters. I don't know, I
That's
just...
right, we did rescue.
Yeah.
We did the hard part.
He's like no one, but because his name is Fate, I feel like giving him like an epic sounding voice. Like, you did well.
Yeah, no.
That's just what I'd expect from Cassius's kids.
Yeah, well...
What's wrong? To be honest, Dad was the one who saved us all in the end. You kids are still young. You'll continue to grow and mature. Uni came back too, and so all I can say is I'm just glad that everyone's safe. Thanks, Mr. Doesn't Have a Face. Then again, neither do Luke and Pat. You don't have to have a face to be important, I guess.
Needs a face.
Your father is overly strict with your husband works super hard. Your father doesn't really give him any slack.
They're walking in place.
They are. They're
Staring at
having
each
an
other.
argument. Here's Radford. My son-in-law shouldn't be getting all cocky just because he's gotten a little better at the work. He's still not fit to be my daughter's husband.
Oh my god! Jeez
He needs to be able to bear the weight of the timber industry on his shoulders. I don't know, mate.
Oh
Have
my
you ever
God.
carried a tree around, Radford?
It's
They're not
heavy.
light.
They're pretty big.
And Fremont, who we've seen outside, he belongs to these two. Very tired. Managed to get enough wood out of the order, but his father-in-law, yeah, it's.
Take a nap, buddy. My God.
You done good, even if the old man's too stubborn to tell you. Meanwhile, guess whose husband and father are not home?
Oh no.
They discovered a new lode in the mine. It'll only be your daughter and you home for dinner
Oh,
tonight.
that's
They
sad.
found a new lode, so he has to stay overnight. Oh, she's
Aw.
crying.
Anya.
Anyway, I think this is Pat's mother. All the things Pat could have done, he ran off outside of town, even after I told him so many times how dangerous it is. I'm going to have my husband give him a talking to. I mean,
Why can't you do?
Maybe
Why can't
both.
you do the talking
Yeah.
to?
maybe the family should
Parenting
sit
goes
down
both ways.
and talk things out. That's good. Communication is good.
Yeah, all of you should be communicating.
Meanwhile,
not
the
just
father
one
of
you.
the child that was recently in danger finally found the book he was looking for. I wonder why it was with
Wow.
Pat's books. Do we know about the 4 massive
Wow.
towers? Well, we've just been in one of them. They're really old, and it was written in a book that they might be tied to an ancient civilization. They're mysterious, and you can see on the map that each area has a tower. There's the Ismelis Tower in Rolent, the Amberl Tower south of Bose, the Saphirl Tower very close to Rouen, and the Carnelia Tower to the east of Zeiss.
Does that say Elmo in Zeiss down there? Is that
No idea what you're talking about.
Helmo
It might.
Rise?
There may be a place down there called Elmo.
Oh my god! Thanks for saving us today, Estelle. I wonder what would have happened if you and Joshua hadn't come.
Death.
Luke might grumble and say some mean things, but I'm sure he's really grateful to you, Estelle. Please don't get too angry with him.
And here's Luke.
I just wanted to say that I'm grateful that you saved us. And I hate to admit it, but you were pretty cool, Estelle. Not as cool as your dad, of course.
There it is.
I've made up my mind. I'm gonna be a bracer too.
We already know that. You wrote a whole book about it. Luke is very naughty. It ran off to the Esmeralda's Tower. It's a good thing those bracers went after him like they did. Yeah. Who are we, though?
Those.
After you leave, you're going to
us?
have a good long talk with your son. Now, this is a bit weirdly written because that's his grandmother, not his mother. I don't know about Luke's mother. I've never seen Luke's mother. Perhaps she's not around anymore. But Luke's dad is a figure. He's not here right now. He's somewhere in the area. Not in Rolent. Not available to us at the moment. Into the bar, Mirano and Simon, the merchants from Bose. Ah ha ha ha, Simon! Might be worth staying here. You'll be able to stock up on septium from the mines. Yep, a new load was discovered, and that's very good for their business. Trent is still here eating, as he has been doing all day. Alyssa! Stop by and have a bite to eat. You can probably get a free meal. Bring the whole family, which is, 3 people, but anyway.
Can we just pick up some food for Cassius instead of cooking?
Yeah.
We're already here.
I'll get back to work after this next drink, or maybe the drink after that.
Oh
Bitch,
my god!
it's evening!
At this point, I think it's a problem, but...
Yeah, it is. Here's the other bracer, Ridge. Oh, hey there, Estelle and Joshua.
Ridge!
It looks like you had a pretty rough first day. Was everything alright without Cassius being around?
I mean, we've kind of just been, striking down monsters with one hit, so it hasn't been that bad.
Now, if we eat the wholesome pasta, we'll get the recipe.
Wholesome pasta!
And that's our first sit-down meal. We can make a heaping dish of pasta with strips of meat, a manly meal.
Olive oil, flour, and
Because-
beast flesh. What about the seasoning? What about...
It's a manly meal.
Yeah, men like seasoning. What about...
True.
We got any vegetables? We
can buy some French
Is it just olive
fries?
oil with this pasta? I mean, I will do an olive oil pasta, but you gotta put stuff with the olive oil. You put some, garlic in there or something. Where's my garlic?
Okay, but the more ingredients there are, the harder it is to get a hold of them in the video game.
Yeah. It's fine.
So there's an aspect of gamer convenience there. One can just imagine the pasta is richer, especially when you buy it at the pub. But yeah, here we go. We got the floury soda, which is a bear claw and maple sugar. The French fries, which is flaky potato, kibbled salt, olive oil, and savory pinion.
Well, there's more. See, there's seasoning there.
Yeah.
There's salt.
And a herbal flavored soup called the Carmine Eye, which has a dirty carrot, a fresh herb, and a gummy eyeball. It's good for the eyes. Cures the blindness status effect.
Fascinating.
Some of these ingredients are fascinating.
Miso.
Like, the bear claw is in fact a herb, because it looks like a bear's claw.
Okay, that makes a little more sense. I was thinking the dessert, a bear claw.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what else was mentioned. Savory pinion, it's a thin, clear, membranous wing. And the gummy eyeball is a large gelatinous ball of meat. Healthy food, most people wouldn't poke with a stick.
All right.
Yeah, the chef here brings out the hometown flavor. Rolent has a lot of farms. It has one, but it's an important one.
We have a vegetarian inclusive menu, so
Yeah.
that's good. We're on a plant-based
Denzel
diet
is
here
busy.
in Rolent.
He needs to get ready for tomorrow. And upstairs, his wife, Tabitha. That's about it for the accounting. Better get ready to close up shop. Very, very regular running a bar stuff. Good for them. I think that's... Yeah, we went into the apartments besides.
Good for them.
So now we have the last few places. Let's go to the landing port. Let's see how Alan's doing.
Oh, Alan.
How utterly disappointing. There wasn't a single chick who was my type. There was a chick on the flight from Bose yesterday. She had a strange accent, but she was quite the looker. I wonder if she's still in Rolent.
That'd be Mirano.
Ugh, Alan, you're horrible. Alan.
And this one, meanwhile, is Scar, apparently. Be prepared, that's one of our mottos.
Be prepared.
For the death of the Queen! Wait, no. That was this game's... You know, I could have thought that joke out better. Queen Alicia's doing fine, at least.
She's
Okay.
having a celebration.
Each of the 5 major cities is characteristically different from the rest. This is the scenic regional city of Rolent. To the west lies Bose, the city of commerce, which is all about business. Further west is the seaport of Rouen, which is the port city. And then there's Zeiss, which is the industrial factory city. And then, of course, there's the beautiful royal city, Rancel. Each city is pretty distinct, so you should visit them on an airship when the game lets you.
That sounds exciting.
But yeah, they do a really good job at making each of these cities feel different. Like, Rolent has this cozy small town vibe, Bose is very much capitalism land, Rouen is, you know, the water place, and Zeiss is all science all the time.
You know how there always has to be the water place?
Yeah, like the water temple. You know?
Man, I was gonna make a joke, but it would totally dox me. Never mind. All right.
Well, let's not do that. We've become a bracer. Thank you, Vern.
Thanks.
How's Jules?
Thanks, Vern. Where's Jules?
Is there anybody up here? I think there's that fancy girl in uniform. Yes. Mayor's residence is east of town, and the Bracer Guild is south of the clock tower. You've got the basic layout of the town now.
She's up there hiding from Alan, who is a creep and should not be allowed to work this job.
Yeah, it could have been. Yeah, because she's from the Royal Academy, Genis Royal Academy, which is with Rouen. So definitely, yeah, he means Myrano because Myrano's from Bose, but unless...
I figured, but also it's just
might have been her actually, because like she would have. You don't get an airliner from Rouen. It could have been that she went from Rouen to Bose to Rolent. I don't know. Man, might have been. Anyway, who's up?
I mean, either way,
here?
the principal stands that he's a creep and he seems like he's just hitting on anyone. So
Yes.
it's a general statement. We should all be. Well, no, people shouldn't be hiding from Alan. We should be taking action against Alan. But I
Put
get
Alan
it.
in the
Anyway.
Rolent prison, which doesn't exist. Anyway, our slowly developing couple are now having a romantic
Aw,
date moment together on top of the
good
clock
for
tower.
them.
Yes! Listen to this, guys. I got her to go out with me. Oh, adios. It was all worth the single day of trouble I went through today.
Just a single day. I love when Estelle predicts my own dialogue. A single day.
I guess that could be called a victory of perseverance.
Can we not talk to her?
It was when the stars had just emerged from the veil of night that he asked me here. Sweetly, he whispered in my ear, "I want you to be mine." How romantic.
I mean, I think on day one that's a bit creepier than romantic. But okay, if it works for you.
I mean, if she's into it, as long as we're all consenting here.
It's just the situation I've always wanted to be in.
Well, I guess it's not a bad place and all, but the two of them came up here just for that?
I guess this type of thing can only be understood by those involved.
Teehee, I'm on cloud 9.
Well, you're on top of a tower, actually.
You're on Tower 9.
You're on Tower 9. Congrats.
Where's the guy who works there gone? Hang on.
There's a
Okay,
dialogue bubble, but
that's for
okay.
that's for the tower, like, plaque.
Gotcha.
Also, the answer is he's here.
He's in church.
Yeah. Another day has passed. There's nothing better than peace. War should never happen again.
Oh, that's not foreboding at all.
Yep.
That's never gonna come up again.
Estelle is troubled
There's
by
no
something.
political conflict in this game. Why would there be?
Yeah, no.
Silly.
It's been 10 years since there was a massive war. It's fine.
It's fine.
We as humans grow through
everything's fine
afflictions,
now.
trials given to us by the goddess. Please guide this beleaguered youth, Idios, which I think that the name of their goddess is like a pun on, like, the Spanish "ay, Dios." Thanks for the peace and tranquility. I think that's it. Yep, it's just those three in there. Okay, Mayor's residence, and then we're done. I think we've been everywhere else.
I think so.
What should you do about the menu? Maybe you should discuss it with the missus. Maybe you should make preparations for dinner with Linde. Maybe you better check with... So basically, they're both thinking about talking to each other about the same thing, but neither of them are actually talking to each other about the thing.
Would though. It'd be like that sometimes.
Mayor is reflecting on how impressed he is with how the kingdom got itself back together after the war, normalized diplomatic ties with the Empire, developed technology, fostered trade. Queen Alicia, real good.
This guy has a nice portrait, though, which makes me think he's gonna come back in some way.
He is
Not
the mayor of
just-
the town, so
Yeah.
presumably anything of import that happens to the town will involve him.
Yeah.
He's basically the only random person in here with a face, so you gotta assume that there's...
Nothing important is gonna happen to the town.
No.
Absolutely not. There's no political conflict brewing in this game that they keep giving us in little snippets. Hey, Joshua,
Hmm?
do you think I'm really cut out to be a bracer?
Well, you seem to have inherited your father's skill with the staff, and your nosy personality doesn't let you ignore someone in distress.
Really? You think so?
Sure, but why are you asking? Are you still thinking about what happened back at the tower?
Yeah. Because of my carelessness, Luke almost got caught in the middle of a dangerous situation. If Dad hadn't come when he did, he could have been seriously injured. I guess I'm just worried about whether or not I'll be able to stay on top of things in the future.
That kind of talk doesn't sound like the Estelle I know.
Huh?
If we fail today, then all that's left to do is take back our losses tomorrow, right? Overthinking and worrying about things that haven't happened yet is definitely not like you. That's more like the people voicing us right now. Isn't being a bracer what you've always dreamed
Call
of?
out.
It was mutual, don't worry. How can you expect to succeed if you let something like what happened today discourage you?
Joshua, you're right. This isn't like me at all.
I don't think a serious expression really suits your face either. You laughing like a big ditz is far more natural for you.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean? You're gonna see my angry expression if you keep that up.
Okay, I admit that last comment was pushing things a bit.
I'll overlook it this time. And thanks for cheering me up. I don't know about you, but I'm so ready to go home and eat. My stomach just started growling like a bear.
Maybe glutton is closer to the mark than ditz.
Hey!
No, that was said under my breath. You'd have no idea.
But I can read minds, you see.
Or dialogue bubbles.
Close enough. I can break the third wall.
The third wall.
Fourth wall. I'm fine.
I think the third wall is just like this
third
one
wall
over
is-
here. Please
Yeah,
don't
that's
break
the
the
third
house.
I'm gonna break the house!
She would. Where is Cassius? There he is.
We're home, Dad. We finished reporting to the guild like you told us to.
Good work, kids. The details of your reports will be reviewed at each branch and will affect your pay and rank advancement in the future. Please make sure that you always remember to do it.
Don't worry, we will. And before I forget, I got that copy of the liberal news you wanted. There was this letter for you at the guild, too.
A letter, huh?
Well, I'm going to get cleaned up and start dinner. Oh, and Dad? Thanks for coming when you did today. You really helped me out back there.
I see you're being rather gracious today. Papa is happy! How delightful that my daughter has finally understood what a great man her father truly is. There's no need to hold back, Estelle. Come and jump into your father's loving arms.
In your dreams!
Dad, you don't even have an animation for that. Your arms are still at your sides.
I swear, the men in this house have one thing in common. They never know when to shut up.
I guess she's not as depressed as I had thought she'd be. Should I be thanking you, Joshua? I didn't do much. I just gave her a push in the right direction. Estelle's a resilient girl to begin with. Yes, she is, but she still has a long way to go. She'll run into more than just a few stumbling blocks in this line of work. And overcoming those obstacles is what will teach her to stand on her own 2 feet. There's that soft side of yours talking again.
Oh no! Are eggs supposed to explode like that?
I guess I shouldn't have gone in expecting to make a perfect meal in a single try.
No, wait! Cooking is supposed to be about passion! Exploding eggs are passionate, right? Now, what's more?
That daughter of mine can sometimes be a little too passionate. I think I'll go help with dinner. We don't want the curtains to catch fire again. But at this rate, there's no telling when we can expect to have a bite of food ready on the dinner table. All right then. Let's see what this letter is all about, shall we? Cassius cuts the letter's seal. A message from the Erebonian Empire. Huh. What? Wow, this is a surprise!
This new dish is what I call Estelle's Egg-splosion over rice. Be sure to savor every last morsel.
It was so intentional. Everything that happened to this meal was intentional. I will. Your cooking this evening is excellent. My compliments
Art is
to the
all
chef.
about intention. This is raw talent at its best.
Today certainly has been a busy but great day nonetheless. We qualified as junior bracers, had our first real assignment, and I didn't even lose my eyebrows making dinner this time.
Not to mention the food being delicious. For a first attempt, this dish is actually quite edible. At first I thought I might have to pitch it out the window when you weren't looking, but it seems that technique won't be necessary tonight.
Sometimes you're just so despicably rude, Dad. Don't you know how to be humble and just say something tastes nice?
All right then, how about this? Boy, I never thought I'd be able to eat something wonderful like this before I had to leave on business. You made a splendid meal, Estelle.
Thanks, Dad. Wait, business?
Are you really leaving again? Yes. Something unexpected came up. This time I'm going to be away for a while.
Hold on a minute. You're leaving when?
Tomorrow morning.
What? I don't care what kind of job you're doing. That's just too soon.
It's about that letter, isn't it? Was there some sort of incident? Oh, it's nothing like that. Just a simple investigation. I'll have to visit a number of places, so it will take me about a solid month before I'm through. That being the case, please take good care of the house while I'm away.
What do you mean, that being the case? You always use some vague excuse like that and take off for who knows how long.
We have to accept it, Estelle. A bracer's job is to help those who come to us for help.
I know, but what are you going to do about all your jobs here at the Rolent branch? You've already accepted a few of them, haven't you?
Oh, only about 5 or 6. So, I was thinking, and how about the both of you handle them for me instead?
What? Are you really asking us to do the work that you're supposed to be doing?
That I am. I'll have you do the ones which I think you can accomplish. And I'll ask Scheherazade to handle the difficult ones. So, what do you say?
Yeah. Sure, of course we will. You're okay doing these too, right, Joshua?
Hey, I'm a deuteragonist. I don't expect to have agency. Yeah, no problem. It looks like a good way to get some experience as a bracer. Then it's settled. I'll stop by the guild and let Ina know about the change of plan before I leave.
All right. I'm starting to feel more determined than ever. We'll have to bust our tails with these jobs, so don't I'm good. So we don't tarnish your name while you're gone.
Oh, Estelle, my beloved daughter. Papa is so proud. Oh, my dear Lina, who art in heaven. Can you see your daughter now?
Oh.
Our little Estelle has grown up to be such a lovely young woman.
Face it, Dad. You're getting old. If people lose their trust in you at this age, you might as well just throw in the towel forever. I'm only helping you out because I'm your daughter, and I have a duty to pay you back for the last 16 years.
I'm only 45! And what's more, I'm very likely the most active member in the entire guild. Not bad for a pair of comedians. By the way, Dad, which flight will you be on tomorrow? The one headed for Grand Cell or the one headed for Bose? I'll be on the one headed for Grand Cell. My flight departs at 10 o'clock in the morning.
That means I'll have to get up a little earlier tomorrow. I better set my alarm clock just in case.
Thank you. Dad, are you still awake, Joshua? You better hold off on the liquor or Estelle will get mad again. This is just my way of lifting my spirits before I travel. How about yourself? Would you like to join me for a drink? I'll pass. Actually, what I should be saying here is don't offer alcohol to minors. I'm not like Shara, who would jump at any chance to enjoy a drink or 10, and also is 26 right now, so it's not really much of a concern. That's because she holds her liquor much better than I do. There's something really serious happening, isn't there? There's no conclusive evidence, but there appears to be some sort of movement within the Empire. The Erebonian Empire? It sounds pretty suspicious. This movement doesn't appear to be overt, but that's what has me worried. I intend to do a little probing at the Erebonian Embassy to see what turns up. Understood. I'll make sure to look after Estelle while you're gone. Don't you spoil that girl, you hear me? Now that she's become a bracer, she needs to learn to look after herself. Estelle will be fine. She's got good instincts. Despite being a bit rough around the edges, she has talent with the staff as well. There's no doubt in my mind that she'll be a first-class bracer someday. Yet at present, she's like a babe in arms, who knows nothing about the realities of the world around her. At some point in time, she'll have to choose which path to follow in life. And Joshua, same thing can be said for you too. It's already been 5 years since you became a part of this family, hasn't it? Now time does fly. Yes, sure does seem that way. About what you said back then. Are you sure you won't reconsider taking those words back? For me, keeping my word is what defines who I am. If I can't do something as simple as that, I don't know how I could live with myself. I know this may sound stubborn, but I can't take back what I said. I'm sorry. There's no need to apologize. But I'd like you to remember this. No matter what path you choose in life, you can't erase these past 5 years. Estelle and I will always be your family. No matter what may befall you. Thanks. Dad. So how much of that did you understand?
I'm intrigued.
Prologue. A father's love, a new beginning. Technically, everything we've just done in these 5 videos has been the cold open, but it's not that bad.
Oh my gosh.
It's fine. It's fine. Airship! Well, it looks like it's time for me to board my flight. Estelle, don't do anything I wouldn't do myself, and try not to be a handful for Joshua either.
For the umpteenth time, I heard you already. How about you try to not go overboard yourself with your own work? You're not getting any younger, you know.
Say what you will, but I'm not about to be overtaken by any youngsters. Scheherazade, I'm really sorry about placing all this work on your shoulders at the last minute.
Please, don't be. I am slightly concerned, however, about whether or not I can do a decent job in your place.
There's no need to be humble, Silver Streak. And I don't mean to make your life any more difficult, but please keep an eye on these two.
You just leave that to me. Is tightening up the reins and not spoiling these two fine with you?
Oh, you definitely understand the way I think.
What's all this about?
Looks to me like a mutual understanding between master and pupil.
The Grand Cell-bound airliner Linde will be departing shortly. All passengers, please board the airship now.
Uh-oh, I'd better take my seat. Have a great trip, Dad. We'll take care of everything here while you're gone.
This doesn't feel like... Don't forget to bring me back a souvenir. I'm not sure everywhere you'll be going, but don't forget to bring me back a souvenir. A little fancy something would be nice.
Hey, now, this trip is for business, not pleasure. If I have any money left over, I'll certainly think about it, though. All right, you two. Be good while I'm gone. See you soon, Dad.
Bye. There he goes. Those things are very cool, though. The airships.
He's gone. Again.
Yeah. Come on, you two. There's no need to look so down. Your father will be back in no time. I don't know what kind of investigation he's been asked to do this time, but when it comes to your father, he'll have it done before you know it. I'm not sad that he's gone. He's always been away for more than he's been at home. All right. If you say so. Anyway, I'm going to get to work on those jobs your father left. But if you run into any trouble, give me a holler. Will do. But first, I'd like to try and finish a few jobs with Joshua. I want to see what we're capable of doing as junior bracers. All right, if you insist. I imagine that with Joshua tagging along, there's probably not much to be worried about. Good luck, you two. Thanks.
We'll do our best. So, what do you want to do now, Estelle? Shall we go stop by the guild?
Yeah, we should probably talk to Ina and find out what jobs are waiting for us. Let's go!
Let's go! This is not the way. The job is done, the wind is calm, it's a perfect day for air travel. Yep. Everything is fine. This is the entrance to the traffic control tower, where they control the lighting devices and the boarding bridge. Thanks for narrating that, I guess, Josh. We're making a good start today. For now,
Alan.
I'd probably rate that girl an 83.
Leave
Father was on that
alone.
airline that just left. Is he off on business again? Oof. Busy fella. And yes, away goes Cassius Bright.
Gonna punt Alan through a wall. Bye, Alan.
So we got some lovely cryptic things. I'll wrap up this video here and move us to the next one. But do you have any thoughts? You seem to be concerned about politics. Seems to be the main vibe I'm getting.
I'm concerned about politics. The game also wants us to be concerned about politics, so I'm very intrigued by what they were hinting at with Joshua there in that scene with him and Cassius. I'm interested. There's clearly a lot of stuff we don't know about him.
Mm-hmm. All I will say is that my delivery of the lines, I think, would have been different if it was my first time playing.
Okay.
But I'm sort of doing that thing where I'm like...
You have the secrets.
Keeping in mind what comes later. Which is why it's good with the way this is set up, because Estelle is the viewpoint character who knows basically what the audience knows on a first-time playthrough, and Joshua and Cassius very clearly know some things. So it's probably good that we're in the positions that we are. Yeah. Anyway, I'm sure we'll see Cassius again soon. But
I hope so.
Fare thee well,
I like him.
everybody.
See you later.